Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lesson 10, Step 10. This one is creating high quality content. So, we're going to dive into one of the most critical aspects of building a successful online business, creating high quality content. So, your content is at the heart of your online presence, and it is what's going to keep your audience engaged. It's going to keep them informed and it's going to keep them coming back for more. So today we're going to cover everything you'll need to know to create content that not only attracts but also converts. So a lot of people do one part of it but don't do the other part. So one part is creating the value and creating the nurture part, but they don't do the selling part. So we're going to go through the value, the nurture, and the selling, because you need all three so that you are attracting, helping, nurturing, building community, but then you're also making sales. And that's a big thing that I've heard a lot of people talk about, and a lot of my potential clients talk about, that they're not getting sales. So that's what we're going to go through, is why you need to create high quality content and the type of content that you're going to need. So why it matters is quality content is what sets you apart in a crowded digital space. So, and it helps you build trust. It showcases what your expertise is, and it connects with your audience on a deep level. So with what we did with the ideal client, then you can bring it across to doing your high quality content, and you're speaking directly to your customer. So your ideal customer. So having the high quality is just going to make them go, I just want to work with you so bad. So um, you want to provide value, whether it's education, it's entertainment, inspiration, humor. It'll naturally draw your ideal customers in when you're doing a mixture of those. So you really want to give them value, and then you want to also nurture them. So you also want to take them through, like get them to um, download one of your free resources, or do a podcast, so you're nurturing with free stuff, so that they're getting to know you really well and they're getting lots of value. So, like, without even working with you, they're getting value and you're nurturing them. And if you think about it as a brick and mortar business, if someone was to come in, like, well, I've been a hairdresser for years, so if someone was to come into the salon, then I'm going to give them value, like, immediately. Then I'm going to nurture them, and then they might book in with me. So it's the same thing. You've got to provide the value, the nurture, and then also the sale. And rather than seeing it as you're taking money from them, you're giving them more value, and then in exchange they're giving you money. But in reality, it's energy, like we spoke about earlier. So I just want you to remember that, and not to be afraid of sales. So step 2 is to plan your content strategy. So obviously start with your ideal customer in mind. So mine was Sarah Thompson from the last your ideal customer, soul customer. So say with Sarah Thompson, I would ask myself, what would she need? And because we've done Chatty Cathy and we've really gone into it, then I know what she needs. And then what problems are we trying to solve for Sarah? What type of content would she enjoy? And if I talk directly to my ideal customer, then I'm going to be right on point. So keep those answers in the forefront of your strategy all the time. You're always asking what would they want, not what you want. And that's the hard bit, because sometimes you're just like, I just want to make this kind of content, but it's not really about you, even though it's your business. It's about who you serve and then how you can help them. So keep that in the back of your mind at all times. So content types to consider would be blog posts. So you can do them on your website. Videos, reels, static posts, infographics. So you could do, like, some people on Instagram just have a page of just graphics. So some people learn like that, of just like visuals. So you could think about if you're going to do that or not. obviously social media posts. So like everything from on Facebook and Instagram. And then there's other ones, obviously, like TikTok and Snapchat and all the rest, and YouTube. But we're just going to concentrate on Facebook and Instagram. And then also your website, so you can do your blog posts and that kind of thing. And then you can share that onto your Facebook and your Instagram. So we really want a content calendar so that you can start to go like, well, what am I posting? What am I posting on Monday? What am I posting on Tuesday? I've actually done up a content calendar as a bonus of this course, and I've just done 30 days. So I haven't done Mondays or I haven't done Tuesdays like that. I've just done 30 days that you can mix up and choose and change it around how you like. But it just gives you some ideas of what to post and how often to post. And then when you have the ideas, you could probably then, I like to do this, is put it into my calendar as a like a reminder. So today is value content, a carousel post, a reel post of value, a quote, and then two stories, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. So if I have that in my head, then I can easily do that. And then if you get ahead of yourself, you can start to schedule that out so you can keep creating content, but you're doing it in advance. And that's where you want to be, because if you do it in advance, you can chill a bit more. So definitely use Canva. Again, Canva's free. You can use the paid version, which does have better graphics and better fonts and all that kind of stuff. But definitely use Canva, because that will really, really help you just create that really nice brand. Also, too, they've just rolled out on Instagram that you can write text onto your photos. So I've actually been using that just recently, and it's really good. So you can have like for your carousel posts. I still do them up in Canva, but then I do the text. So I do them up in Canva, and then I add in like my it might be a testimonial or it might be like a picture of something, but my text is actually the text from Instagram, and it's quite good. It's something different, and you can try that. So just start by selecting a template in Canva. They've got all the templates. So it's got like, you carousel, just type in carousel or story or whatever it is. And they've got all the customized sizes for it. So it's really, really easy. And then you can put your colors, your fonts, your images, and everything that aligns with your brand. It also has a section that is like you can put in your colors and and your fonts and everything for your brand, so you can just easily come back and forth. It's just all there. Again, use ChatGTP for content ideas. So type in, I'll show you this later anyway in this same module. But you can type in prompts to ChatGPT, Chatty Cathy, and she will help you like plan out some content ideas and draft some posts and create some outlines. Again, you want the human elephant. So you want the human element that is you telling stories and stuff like that. So add them in. Don't just use Chat GPT just fully. Put your ideas in there. So you could get her to write a skeleton for a blog post. It's really good to overcome writer's block, because if you're really like stuck, she will definitely give you some more ideas and really help you. So with Chat GPT, just input the topic or the idea and ask for a content outline, a draft, or even hooks, catchy hooks. And then also to like ask her to match your brand voice as well. And then I'll show you a prompt for that to get some content ideas. And then you're always wanting to focus on quality. Quantity is good though. I have actually noticed from doing the 100 lives in 100 days, lots and lots of more ideal clients, lots more interactions and that kind of thing, especially literally in the first 20 days of doing a live every day. And then I was also posting as well. And at first you think, oh, I'm going to annoy people. But to be honest, not everyone sees every post, and you actually are putting different hashtags on different things, and you're just gaining a wider audience. The other thing I want to point out too, that I get a lot of my clients talk about, is that they're not getting enough engagement. And from doing the lives and posting a lot more, I get a lot more engagement. So my account was down a fair bit, and I was blaming the algorithm as well, just like everyone else. But once I started being really consistent and quite often, um, but I was focusing on quality as well. So you can have quality and quantity, but you've just got to really think about it and plan it out. But I noticed my account has, like, I don't blame the algorithm now because I'm like, it is actually growing. So another thing I wanted to talk about is, say if you only get 50 people see your post and you can see on your reels 50 people saw it and two people liked it. If you put 50 people in a room and you had to speak in front of them, or you had to like tell them something or whatever, that's quite a lot of people. And I just want to remind you, especially when you're first starting out, that like if it doesn't go crazy off straight away, it's like just keep getting eyeballs on your stuff, because 50 people, that's quite a lot of people. Then another 50 people see the next reel, and another 50 people. It just keeps growing. So I want you to really remember that, especially as you're starting out, and not to get discouraged as well. So when I'm saying quality over quantity, you still, like, posting 3 times a day is good, and posting 2 stories is good. That's a good amount. I know it seems a lot, but once you have the content calendar and you've got Chatty Cathy and you've got Canva, and you start to look around at everything's content. So you having your morning coffee, just do a B-roll, just do a feel, just film little bits of everything that you can just put text over, and you'll get so good at it and so quick that it'll be nothing. You'll just be like, oh, I'm just going to do my morning story, done. Or you might repurpose something. You might just see someone's reel that's a really good quote, and you just put that in your story. That's your story done. It doesn't have to be complicated, but you do have to think about what purpose does it serve? Does it align with your customer? Does it align with your values? Does it align with your business? Just really think about that, because you want to educate, inspire, or engage. So high quality content, it invites interaction. So even write that down. High quality content invites interaction. So ask questions, encourage comments, and always be responsive to your audience's feedback. So or messages, just anything that they're putting up, be responsive straight away, like as quick as you can, because that's, they're interacting with you. You want to be there. Be like going into a shop and going, hello, is anyone here? Like, and everyone's in a very quick state these days. So, and then you want to track your success. So, my analytics, I never was big into maths and that kind of thing at school. Now I love all the analytics. I love it because numbers don't lie. So it's really cool to look at the metrics, your engagement rates, the amount of shares you get, because the shares is what makes something go viral a lot of the time, because the shares are just getting it out to more and more and more and more people. So you want shares and comments. So you want to encourage that. And then you can sort of see what's working, what's not. So in the beginning, I just would encourage you to try different things. So if you're trying like quotes and they're just not taking off, maybe cut the quotes out and try something else. Just keep trying different things. Um, and the numbers won't lie, because you'll start to see, okay, that one went really good. Why? And you can really hone in on, well, every time I do that, I use trending audio. Every time I do that, those 3 posts had the same text style. It had my face really clear. The audio was really good, or whatever it is. The colors were really good. Just really analyze the shit out of it, get the detective out, and really just work out what it is that is working. I actually had a friend that went completely viral the other day, and now she's used that same reel, that same template of the reel that she used about 6 times. And each time it's just gotten more and more and more and more and more, which has been awesome for her. She's grown like massively from it, but she found what worked for her and then went for it. So when something works, don't go, okay, that one worked. I'll just keep trying over here. That one worked. So what is it that worked? Let's go. So, and then just keep refining your strategy as you go and focus more on what resonates with your audience. So don't be afraid to experiment with new content and formats and topics. You can go through my Instagram and Facebook. I've tried different things and different strategies. Um, and then once I find something that really works, I'm like, all right, I'll keep going down that path. And it helps to for you to see what your audience is wanting. So, and it is a continuous process. It's planning, it's creating, it's analyzing, it's refining. It just keeps on happening. But just keeping your customer in mind is the biggest thing. Um, and then I've got the content calendar as a bonus down below. It might be in the side section. So download that and then put in your own ideas into it, and that will be really, really good for you. Can't wait to hear what you do. And then I'm going to share the screen. Okay, so I have copy and pasted the prompt, and I've also got the prompt in with the content calendar that you can then fill in the gaps for your own self. So please do, because it's awesome. So this is the prompt. Please provide a detailed content strategy for and plan for my business, the CSZ experience. As a creative confidence coach, include the types of content I should create, the platforms to focus on, key topics and themes to address, how to engage my ideal clients, creative entrepreneurs like artists, musicians, authors, etc., and suggestions for content formats like blogs, podcasts, videos, social media posts that will resonate most with them. Also outline a content calendar or schedule to ensure consistent and effective outreach, and how to leverage my top 3 pillars: discovering soul gifts, building online business, and creative confidence coaching. Additionally, consider how I can infuse my unique codes and medicine, such as disruptor codes and fostering community, into the content to create deeper connections and drive action. How good is that prompt? Ready? It says these experience content strategy and plan. Look at this. How good is this? This is massive. You guys are going to love this. You're going to get addicted. Don't blame me when you're addicted to it. Look at this. So good. Okay, I won't go through it all, but gives you a content strategy overview. So your content should inspire, educate, and empower creative entrepreneurs, discover their soul gifts, build online businesses, and cultivate unshakable creative confidence. Your content strategy will focus on 3 main pillars: discovering soul gifts, building an online business, and creative confidence. So content types: podcasts, videos, YouTube lives, tutorials, guided meditations, rituals, behind the scenes content. So I'm doing all of this already, but this has given me even more detail. So blogs, social media contents, inspirational quotes, reels, educational and funny, carousel posts. This one says Instagram TV, but there's no such thing as that anymore. Um, because Chatty Cathy is actually only till 2022 or 23, just so a little bit behind. So just remember that. Then platforms to focus on: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, podcast. I'm doing all those. Guided meditations, personal stories, case studies, interactive challenges, building an online business, step-by-step guides, how to do videos, interviews, business personalities in the wild. That's one of my quizzes that I've got. So Chatty Cathy has memory. So she's remembered that I had business personalities in the wild. Excuse me. Creative confidence, mindset shifts, like just everything. Engaging with your ideal customers, challenges, quizzes. Just gives you so many ideas. Facebook groups, content calendar schedule daily, YouTube live for 100 days, Instagram story or reel to promote the live and share a quick tip or insight. Engage with the audience on Facebook groups and Instagram DMs. Weekly, Monday, blog post. Tuesday, podcast episode. Wednesday, Instagram carousel. She'll just give you so many different things to think about. Um, Infusing unique codes in medicine. So your disruptor codes, like tells you a little bit about that, measuring success, analytics, feedback in iteration. So when you get that for your business, you'll be like, this is awesome. You will love it. And also too, you won't like all of it, but it'll give you ideas. And this is the big thing, especially when you've got writer's block. You'll be like, I need some ideas. This will really, really help. Um, and then also too, you could then have a look at my content calendar that I'm going to give you of it's just ideas of what to post per day and how many times per day. And then you could grab them and put them in after doing this. So you could say, I actually want to have, 7 different quotes, or I really want to have 7 different how-tos for creative confidence. So I'll just show you that now. Can you give me 3 how to posts about creative confidence? She said, please. So first one's how to overcome perfection and unlock your creative potential. Next one is how to cultivate creative confidence through daily rituals. Third one is how to silence your inner critic and create with confidence. How good are those posts? How good are those posts? Straight away. But again, I wouldn't write this in to Facebook or Instagram. This is just the idea. I would probably make a video about this in some way. But then I've got my theme and I've got my hook, how to overcome perfectionism and unlock your creative potential. Boom, done. And then this part here could be literally like around the topic of what you want to talk about. So perfectionism, a major roadblock to creative expression, keeps you stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and prevents you from sharing your gifts to the world. So that's my video done. So really, like, you utilize this, you will love it. From there, you could also say, can you give me 3 quotes that align with confidence? Confidence. There we go. 3 quotes. Awesome. Your creativity is a force. Unleash it with confidence, and the world will take notice. Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about knowing that your imperfections make you perfectly unique. Trust in your gifts, for they are the keys to unlocking the world of endless possibilities. Yeah, you're gonna love this. So have fun with it. It's going to stop the share. Have fun with this, really, and then with that content, then align it with pictures of you, reels of you talking about it, B-rolls. So any kind of filming, just start filming stuff, taking pictures of stuff, but really think about high quality. So think about the lighting, think about the text, think about the audio that you're going to use as well. Trending audio is always good, but I don't always use trending audio because I want my page to have my personality in there. So, and I want to enjoy it. So I also blend in like 70s and 80s and 90s and yeah, whatever I like. A lot of the time I don't always go trending, but trending audio does help with your engagement. It's just the way it goes. But yeah, really think about what photo is going to go with what and what video is going to go with what, and have fun with it. But really think about quality. Grab yourself a ring light. Let's see it. Kmart, $10. It's even got a phone holder. I remember buying a ring light for the salon. It was like $500, and I was like, "Oh, I've got a ring light." Now you can get them from Kmart for $10. So you can get heaps of different things that, like little mics. You can get little mics for $10. Please do that because it helps your content to be better. So if you're going to do a podcast, definitely get a proper mic. But if you're just going to be talking into the phone and doing things outside and that kind of thing. Just a little mic or one that you can hold, and it makes all the difference. And you can get them from Temu for like $5. You get a heap of them. So if one breaks, you've got another one. But have fun with it and send me your content. I'd love to. If you want me to review any of it, send it to me. See you in the next lesson.